Do you want to become an important member of this channel? Then you should join our Discord server. Here you can climb the Roman Senate and become an important member of our community. You will be able to vote on everything from army rosters in a campaign to YouTube content and schedules. All roles are based on the Roman cursus honorum, except for the unique and powerful Lawkeeper role. The first 50 people joining will become patricians and thereby be able to run for office and vote. But with that said, let's start the video. So, every good story has a beginning. And for us, it all starts here, in Rome. Wait. That's not good enough. Let's go to the tactical map, just so you can get briefed about our situation here, okay? Oh, not this map here. We're better off with one a bit more simple. Much better. Okay, here we go. The first thing we would have to do was to recruit 2 new armies. One in Rome and one at our southernmost area. From here we would send our northern army up to the Etruscans, where our army would make a swift blow to them and eliminating them from the battlefield, while our southern army would try to hold off any hostile attempt to take over our territory from Epirus. Now, all we need to do is to set our action in motion.
Ready for orders. Waiting for more orders. Soldiering! It's a good life!
Ready, willing and able.
In Rome's service, I'm...
Ready for battle.
Come, fight for Rome!
So, you might already have realized this, but our income is based off of trade with willing factions. But this is not good enough for us. We also need to establish a suitable income source from within. Therefore, in the region of Latium, we decided to go for commerce stimulation. We would try to exploit every single resource we had in our care. And with all this money, we would now be able to muster a proper fighting force. Speaking of armies, Aemilius Pappus was now ready to do his part of the grand plan. Aemilius Pappus formed up in a triple axis formation with the scouts up front. After first contact with the enemy, our scouts would quickly run behind the Hastati. In behind were the Principes and the Chiari, ready to reinforce the front line if needed. It wasn't long before our scouts found the enemy. A group of enemy cavalry ran into the forest. So in order to keep up, we sent our own cavalry to figure out if the enemy was there or if they were hiding somewhere else. Within seconds, we realized they had deceived us. Our left flank had spotted the real enemy's main position. The battle was about to begin. With his victory and conquest over the Etruscans, Aemilius Pappus quickly rose in fame among the people. He even secured Rome, and this means they would now be able to expand the city. But there was no time to waste. His spies told him about the Epiroans, who were gathering soldiers for what most likely was a large-scale invasion of Magna Gratia. This was a very problematic sight, as our southern army wouldn't be able to defend against an enemy force on that scale. And we couldn't leave the north unguarded, as the opportunistic Gauls would raid us while away. So Aemilius Pappus left his right-hand man, Rufus, with a small retinue to keep control, while he would leave for the more urgent threat. Fortune would seem to be on our side, as Pyrrhus, the Greek general, left for Greece. Pappus was just in range to reinforce Licinius as he broke the Epiroan defenses. The city fell within seconds and now would be under Roman control. An Athenian diplomat who was imprisoned in the city told us we just saved his city. Pyrrhus was actually preparing to conquer Greece. He therefore promised us trade, gold, and never to attack us as long as we would finish the job we unintentionally started. This matter Aemilius Pappus would leave to Licinius, while he himself would return to Rufus, who most likely was getting quite wary of the looming Gauls back north.
Destination reached.
Upon his arrival, Legio I was replenished while also allowing a few locals to join them for an upcoming training camp in Cisalpine Gaul. When everything was accounted for and ready, they marched out. They set up camp at a crossing between Patavium and a larger city called Medland.
You may as well get country, men.
It was at this point a messenger arrived about Licinius and his success in subjugating Epirus. At this very moment, Aemilius Pappus, he realized Licinius had ambitions beyond the Republic. But when these ambitions would reveal themselves was yet to be known. But Aemilius wouldn't be able to confront him yet, as the first part of the camp was about to begin. Lesson 1. Population control and assimilation. It went rather well, with Patavium submitting to Roman rule. Even the Norians showed their fondness towards us, with a trade agreement and a non-aggression pact. Here we began the construction of a new temple, while Aemilius Pappus would begin the next exercise. Lesson 2. Decision making and decisiveness.
You there! Get to work!
On our road to Medland, we saw a group of former Patavian citizens in the region. But before we could act on it, they escaped. But there was only one place they could hide. If you help an enemy of Rome, you become the enemy. They of course refused to give up the citizens, so we had to show them the way of the Legion. We formed up in our usual triple axis formation, but this time the local northerners were the vanguard. Rufus had the honor of leading them into battle. They gave us a tough fight, but in the end, a bit of finesse was all we required. After the battle, we established Roman rules in the city. We even renovated the living quarters as a sign of good faith. One of the locals told us about a large army near one of our borders. This saw Aemilius Pappus as an act of war. Now is probably a good time to start lesson 3. Don't fuck with Rome. By now, a lot of men have been lost to either injuries or illness, so we needed reinforcements. A large army of unseasoned troops arrived before the battle, alongside someone unexpected. A navy from Taurus had come to help. He said Licinius had sent him. Aemilius Pappus had no idea why he had done that. But one thing was certain. This was part of his plan. They didn't stand a chance as the remaining people fled back to Gaul. Some time went by trying to stabilize the province. It was necessary, as this was supposed to become the breadbasket for our territory. But as Aemilius Pappus returned to Rome, terrible news was all he heard. Apparently, Pyrrhus of Epirus had asked for permission to aid his friends in Sicily. Carthaginians were taking over the entire island, giving them full control over the Agates. For some random reason, Licinius had allowed them to go to war, and now they were attacking our fleets. I guess it's time for lesson 4.
And I am sent here to ask you to decide between peace and open conflict, as if you truly have a choice. I choose war.